Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another podcast of Meet the Shoe episode. I'm Sade.
I'm Nina. What's up, Wednesday?
Happy Wednesday. So much has been going on since President Trump has been signing executive orders, and everyone is in a frenzy. As far as the Black community, we are upset, really upset that President Trump reversed the DEI, diversity and inclusion law, which created jobs for African Americans to get higher corporate
Not
jobs,
just African Americans, though.
yeah, brown and white women to be in a position to create, in their different, in the corporate, in each corporation to have this entity to cater to um, people, disadvantaged people to get great jobs, great positions, and to bring along other entrepreneurs on the journey into retail stores. So lately, everyone's been upset. We don't know when or how to support. Especially, they're upset because we are in Minnesota, and Target went drew back their DEI, which was part of the Ford Founders and Founders program that help different brands, hair care, beauty, clothing, food, beauty, beverage, all those categories get into Target stores worldwide. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So certain people like myself would get certain emails saying, okay, this is the class you should take. This is the definitions and things to prep us to get into Target stores.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's
Explain how hard it is for you to get your brand in the store, and then
it's
explain how the people in your community, the other hair care products that are in there, how their how their pace is going and the drawbacks that they face with their products even being in Target.
okay. Number one, it is very difficult to get into Target
Okay.
or any other retail store for that matter as a
Mhm.
Black and brown woman owned business for myself.
Right.
Me getting on shelves at different stores, it's difficult. They
Okay,
give you
explain, and also explain the difference from the top of the shelf to the bottom of the shelf, because I know the
yes.
levels from when I worked at Hy-Vee.
The top of the shelf shows that that's like prime real estate. The eye level to like the mid is pretty much eye level, and how wide, 4-inch capsule, how wide your products would go on there. Usually they
Okay,
only
and
put it
and
on
and the
two
and
products.
the top level, who's the names of the top level?
Usually the top levels are, oh gosh, because I'm mixed up with different, they don't have us categorized as Black, multicultural and stuff like
Right.
that. Categorized where I'm at with different other products. And I would
Mhm.
see probably Dove shampoo and
Mhm.
conditioner,
Mhm.
or Taraji P. Henson. She's probably right by me or so.
Mhm.
Um, a couple other brands, top brands by
Mhm.
L'Oreal.
And so,
So
what level will they have you guys on?
they will have us in the, well, I'm either eye level. It's a couple stores I might be below level because
Mhm.
I am a new founding brand.
Uh-huh.
So it's harder to get to. I'm like knee level, but it's
Okay.
cool. But you really want
But
to
you're
get
there though. So it's not you're there. You just have to progress to their, what they make,
right.
right?
Exactly.
And you, as being a smaller company, you don't have the access to go massive yet, right?
Mm,
You
no.
have to get there, right?
Yeah.
And so my point of stating that is because the consumer doesn't know that. Like, they don't understand it. All they know is that there's a pop out of Pantene,
Mhm.
Herbal Essence,
Yes.
Dove,
Yes.
All those brands are right
Right
there at where you could see them, where you could reach and grab, right?
there. Eye level, yes.
All the smaller brands or local brands have to make it to that point. So as people buy, that's
Mm-hmm.
when they raise you up and they raise you
Yes.
up and they raise you up, right?
Yes.
And it's not just the cosmetics, right?
No, it's with every product.
Okay.
Every product in the
And
store.
the people what the reason why Target drew back their claim is because they see the supporters of Costco, Ben and Jerry. I also seen that Ben and Jerry, they're locking it up.
They're
Everybody's
knocking
been
it up.
coming to support it, right?
Yes.
They're locking Ben and Jerry up in the
Right.
store.
And why you think they're doing that?
To me, they're locking them up, locking it up because it's a dirty game that they play to suppress the sales. Remember how we talked about Snoop Dogg being in
Yes.
Walmart and the demand, especially when he was in the Olympics.
Right.
Everyone wanted the cereal. The
Yes.
kids, because a lot of kids are into the Olympics, watching the game and involved.
Mm-hmm.
When they noticed that he had, because Martha Stewart did blow him up and himself
Mm-hmm.
blew it up as well. Walmart was playing the dirty game of hiding his brand in the back.
And that was one store or a couple stores because
No, that was mostly down south. This
yes,
was
a
These
lot
were
of
stores that he knew people and had them go in there and buy it, and they
yes.
couldn't get access to it.
That is a dirty game because a lot of times, a lot of the corporation may not know that's being done in these different stores.
Right, right.
Everybody has a
It's on an
different
individual
on
basis.
an
Yeah,
individual basis. They have a district manager, a general manager, a regular manager, HBC, or meeting out. They have so many different managers in there. So with him, that that particular store or stores, they were individually doing it because
yeah.
they didn't want you to have the sales. So if you don't get so many sales in a 6 week period, that's when they
Mhm.
say, "Oh, I'm sorry, we have to get rid of your product. It wasn't making any money. It wasn't selling. It was they call it movement. It was not
Right,
moving,
right,
or it was stolen a lot. That's the dirty game they do with black and brown products. Because
right.
I've been through it and I'm going through it with one store. I've been there in October to the store, did a demo at the store, and they did not lay out my products as of December. October to December, my product is still in the back.
Okay, and by your products being handmade, what effect does that do as far as the shelving life?
The shelving life on most of my products is 3 years, 2, 3 years,
Okay,
depending on what it
okay,
is. It's good
okay.
in that department. But the movement of that product, once it's in the system in that store, two products, they expect 2 to 3 products a week to leave that shelf to show that the product is doing well within
Mhm.
in that demographic.
Okay.
And that will show that that product can stay in store for another 3 to 6 months.
Okay, so being as for the drawbacks of like you said, you had to spend time,
Mm-hmm.
gas,
Mm-hmm.
money to
Mm-hmm.
go and do the review, right?
Yes.
To do the
Yes.
in-store, to present the product, to describe the product and
Mm-hmm.
tell how good it is
Right.
for
People
for the
to buy it,
consumer,
to know.
right?
Mm-hmm.
if if the product doesn't sell, they return the products to you and then you have to put them on sale. Like, how does that go?
What happens is they end up because they purchase everything within 45 days, the 60 net. That's what we do. 45 net, 60 net.
Okay.
They keep the products, they put it on sale and get rid of it when it finally goes or whatever. And then later on they'll say, well, it didn't do too well like we expected, you know. But that's one of the dirty games they're doing. So that's what the concerning part. I'm feeling in limbo with Target. I would say yes, boycott them. Boycott whoever, you know what I'm saying, that's doing this, but in the same breath as me being a brand and trying to get into other stores and many stores like that, I would say support those brands. Yes, go in the store and buy black brands. That's it. But I know it's kind of hard because when you go into the store, you're inclined to go, oh, I'm gonna get my washing powder, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna go buy, you know, different black products, Mael, all those brands, but it's difficult. You just can't go in there and just buy that. So maybe if you're not strong enough just to go buy your hair care products from these founders, don't go. Just order online on their stuff. But the thing is, it's gonna hurt the brand if you don't go buy the product in them stores. Because you know what? We have large contracts with some of those stores, and they expect, like I told you, to some of those products to move every week. And if it don't, they pull them away and put somebody else on the shelf. So it's like you're fighting for shelf space, basically.
You already fought to get in there, and then you're
Yeah.
fighting to get it out the door. You're fighting to get in and out the door. You
Yeah.
got a
Look,
double dose of hate.
three, stay in, fight to get in, fight to stay on, and fight not to get out.
Right, right. Yeah, that's true.
So that is the drawback with people trying to boycott.
Okay. And so then the next step of DEI is the programming, right? And I was looking up the funding. The funding that stands out the most is Section 8, right?
Oh, yes.
What the real pressure is about Section 8 is if the if the tenant doesn't receive the Section 8, then the landlord loses, and then the housing market plunges. Because
Right.
believe it or not, every single landlord, I'm one of the ones that
You accept
was a
section.
beneficiary of Section 8, right?
Okay.
Section 8 on the opposite end, being as
Mm-hmm.
though I was a landlord. I'm still a landlord, but at the time there was always Section 8 tenants in my properties.
Okay.
One thing about government funding, and one thing about people that have become rich because of Section 8, because Section 8
Uh-huh.
is a consistency. The
Right.
government's checks are going to still roll out even when things are shut down. The money still
Right.
comes. By him
Right.
putting a freeze on the Section 8, not only do the the people that's receiving it panic, the landlords are also panicking. So
Oh,
with Trump was trying to freeze the Section 8 government loans and government grants and all these fundings, the daycares and the what is it?
the colleges, the
Yeah. When
universities.
he froze that for the day or two, the rich people suffer because of it, because of the government, which
Yes.
all of the people that work jobs are
Mm-hmm.
paying these taxes for these programs to run, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When he did that, he said that the reason why he lifted the freeze because it was a big drawback on it. So it shows that us as a people, we're better together than apart.
Right.
The only people that's against all of the people that's working is the government.
Yeah.
I'm not here to bash them, but they had to take a look at that. Think of the housing market without Section 8.
It's gonna be terrible.
No, think of the world without Section 8.
They're not gonna make any money.
There's going to be houses, the invasion of homes and businesses
No.
is going to be terrible. There's no
Mm-hmm.
way on this earth that the United States can run without a government funded program.
Right. I don't
There's no
understand.
way. I
And
mean,
he
the
think it's gonna be, oh, I'm gonna reset the world. It's gonna be great again. No, you're
no.
not.
There's the when was the world great without a program?
And you see how bad
Yeah,
it was before the programs.
exactly. So I mean, what are you talking about? I didn't understand all the unqualified people that he put in office don't have a clue of how the world should run. He just
No.
did it because they have money. He
Yeah.
needs them to show him how to get money
Right.
because of all of the bankruptcies that he has up under himself.
Oh, for sure.
So they're not doing nothing but showing him how to become, get more billions,
You're
right?
right.
Understood. But at the same time, who's going to work for you? Robots aren't able to do everything.
No, they're not.
I don't know why they're thinking that this can be a robotic world. And then you sit and you look at these people that he picked. Who's to say you're a guarantee of life?
Right.
You trying to make it better for your bloodline behind you, but are they capable and able to sustain the BS that you done? Because this will continue to follow
Yes.
in the next 100 years. Everything that, even with the 2 day, this is history, right?
Mm-hmm,
The two
mm-hmm.
days that he did the freeze, or the 24 hours, 36 hours that he did the freeze, this affects 100 years from now, because somebody else is going to get this increment in their mind to think that they
Yes,
could do the
they
same
say,
thing that the
yep.
convicted felon
Okay.
Donald Trump done, right?
Hey, oh, he already he wants to be a dictator. He thinks he's gonna turn this world. It won't be another president after him. He
Well,
has
there's
everything for Project 2025, like we said. He's showing it out. He's implementing it and he's going for it.
the United States Constitution, I believe, states that a president can try to run a third term, right? But no one
Mhm.
has done it. But if he qualifies for a third term, so does every other president that was
After him,
before him.
before him, yeah. Yeah.
So
Oh,
what makes him think that in the term of what he's doing, he's making a fuss? He's not making anybody like him or vote for him again, right?
no.
You still have to get these votes in for you to even get the third term, right? You
Right,
came in
right.
on BS clowning the first 10
Day.
days. This is day 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for you to come in 10 days in and cause all these problems, I can just imagine for the next 3.5 years what we're up against. We're
Right.
10 days in. We're not even 6 months in, right?
No,
That's the
not at all.
point of what everybody needs to pay attention to. But you also have to pay attention to the distraction. What is the distraction is in this? What are they
Ooh,
covering? Just like they took us back with the TikTok, right?
yes, and people became billionaires overnight.
Okay, so if you distracted everybody from the TikTok and said that we can't get TikTok, then mysteriously, what people, well, like we said, didn't realize was that it was 10 o'clock Chinese time, right?
Yep.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
midnight Chinese time. So it was early in the day for us, right? And then it
Mm-hmm.
comes back on 24 hours later. For that purpose, that lets you know that there's a distraction, just like it was something going on 24 hours ago when he seized all of this, caused
Oh,
everybody in a panic and people
he
lying,
sent
like the
something out.
the podcast that you were just, I mean, not the podcast, the young lady that was just on there stating that what did she say, Sade? That she has 6 kids,
Oh,
and that she got a letter, received a letter. How you receive a letter in 2 days
right. No, you did.
stating that they was gonna take your 40,000,
What's
your
40,000
900, she said 40,000,
in taxes?
900. She says DHS has taken 3.3 thousand in EBT, $900 cash benefit, disability, and my Section 8. They are forcing me to pay back 48,000 and take my 40,000 tax refund. How am
What,
I
what,
supposed to live now?
how are
Right?
you getting 40,000 tax refunds, ma'am?
Because she has 6 kids.
I still don't see it.
She's 6 kids and a single mother. And because I guess the father filed, so since the father was paying child support, she has to let him file.
That's not true. See how people be faking and facking?
Yeah.
That was a made up child support thing.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that's wrong with social media right now. You never know what's
Mhm.
real and what's fake.
Right.
It's all fake. That child support thing was a fake. A black guy talked about it, and it was fake all the time.
Right. Okay, and so I want to get into it is what's her name? Tiffany Henyard for Illinois mayor.
Oh my gosh!
So I
Yes.
sent you the video with long story short, she runs uh her staff like it's death row, right? That's how she runs her company, right?
Okay.
She's been accused of stealing money, credit
Yeah.
card fraud, not doing anything for the businesses in their community.
Right.
So there was a gentleman, I don't have his name here, but he stood up and Jediah Brown. Jediah Brown.
Okay.
He
Oh
stood
yeah.
up and he snapped on the mayor Tiffany what did I say, Henyard. Yeah. So was stating, and he was real nasty about it. He was
Yeah.
talking about how she doesn't do anything for the community. She didn't deserve to be a mayor.
Mm-hmm.
um he got down on how trifling she was,
Yeah.
how she was stealing funds, she didn't help the businesses in the neighborhood, and
Mm-hmm.
that somebody else was going to step in and come in and do her job better.
Yes.
In the midst of that, in the midst of it, he had a whole audience. Everybody that was there, that was
Was
at the
applauding.
meeting, she didn't say anything, right?
She had her head down the whole time.
She had her head down the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But what everybody is laughing about is that when he was walking away, he called her a bitch, and that was uncalled for.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You're still, alive and well. You're trying to be, you want us to
Right.
pay attention, but at the same time you're calling her a bitch.
Yeah, you
Apparently
disrespecting.
she done
Right.
some kind of job for the community to put her in office, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So what he didn't know is that her man was there.
Right.
And as soon as he got done calling her a bitch, her boyfriend went over and stole on him, gave
Yep.
him a 5-piece real quick.
Aha.
And she
Yeah.
ran right over there and was helping her boyfriend fighting.
Uh-huh.
So it was just a whole mess. You got the
Oh, it was a whole
security,
mess, girl.
you got the
Proceed.
security
No,
trying to
proceed,
stop
girl.
it.
That poor old man was tired.
And I don't know
I
why
want
they
to laugh.
didn't.
I want to laugh at the man.
I'm
Mm-mm-mm.
laughing because he swung.
And he ain't get no more his girl.
No, he didn't. She's been the center of controversy, alleged corruption, misuse of
Yeah.
tax funds, and
Mhm.
retailing against critics. Well, retaliating, excuse me, retaliating against critics. She's
Mhm.
also facing an FBI investigation and
Oh,
was
shoot.
found in contempt of court.
Oh, wow.
I
Yeah, I told you that since last year, remember?
huh?
Last year she had some stuff going on. They've been
Yeah,
talking about
she
her since last
did. We did mention that. Well, she
year.
didn't care about it because
No.
she's back in the news,
Yes,
and
she
she's
is.
still continuing to misuse funds, and she
Mm-hmm.
has more charges against her.
Wow. Wow.
So she's been bullying the people. They said
Yeah, I'm quite sure.
she's been bullying.
Mm-mm. She said she gonna do a Trump. She gonna get away with it.
And so the comments. I'm laughing at the comments because the comments say, "I don't care." He ate his. Willie D says, I don't care. He ate them hands and feet. I don't care if she had robbed him at gunpoint,
Right.
slapped his mama, or if she was white. I guarantee you, he wouldn't have
Oh,
spoke to her in that tone,
no.
especially a white mayor, right? And
Right.
so That goes back even to the mayor of California being a black woman.
Oh yes.
The disrespect
Fact.
that these men are having,
Most
period. It's
definitely.
like you will see any other culture
And respect them to the
and
utmost.
respect them. They done walked on you, they done spit
Yeah.
on you, they done stepped on you, they done stole your money, they stole your idea.
Yeah. And
They
you're
done
gonna be
came up in your house unlawfully, all of that, but you
and you're gonna say
talk to
yes,
them with
ma'am.
some common sense.
Right.
But here it is, this woman, you thought you was getting up there and stunting on her, and you thought her man was gonna allow you to do it while he was in the
No.
room and he let you know what time it was. That's what
In
I'm
that
saying.
order. In that order.
When it boils down to it, when people feel that they can do disrespectful things to black women, but the black woman is always the one that's behind
Yeah.
everybody.
And help you. Be on it.
Everybody. That
Yeah.
goes to that. That goes to that. So
Well,
lastly, yeah,
oh.
everybody's just complaining about the SNAP benefits. I want to say that
Oh. Well, look, Trump has a win.
oh what?
Meta, a win. Trump has a win. Meta,
Okay.
he sued Meta for taking him off after the insurrection, January 6th, taking him out
Uh-huh.
off social media platforms. Guess
Okay.
how much they're giving him?
How much?
$25 million.
Oh, because they wrongfully took his account.
Now that's what they say they did.
Oh, okay. So
That's the
anybody that
settlement. They got
anyone's
the settlement.
account that was wrongfully taken off, you can use Trump's win as to get you some money and get your account back.
Right,
Because Meta said that they're not against anything. How about that? They said
right.
that you can cuss, that
Yeah,
you can pass
yeah,
lies and BS,
yeah.
that they're not taking nothing down. You know
Right.
why? But think why, y'all. They're doing that because TikTok. TikTok is still number one. Everybody's fighting about TikTok. They said if you have a phone
Yeah.
that has TikTok dot on it, and
Oh
they can
yeah, you can
download
sell it.
it, they'll give you 10 racks. Any phone,
Yeah.
especially an
And
iPhone,
but
you
you
can
know
order
what?
an iPhone.
Yeah. But you know what, Denise? I didn't know that night of the TikTok thing going on. Some people updated their phones, and their phones, the TikTok was wiped off their phone. They can't even
Oh,
get it back on their phone. So that's why they came up with where they'll sell their phones for $50,000 and
oh
$10,000
wow.
on there. Yeah,
Okay, so these were all the millionaire people. You notice that? These were the people that were making millions off of at least thousands, whatever they was making off of
hmm
TikTok.
hmm so yeah. Because one of my clients said she updated her phone that night at 1 o'clock in the morning, because her phone she just automatically do it because she's gonna sleep. She tried to
Right.
go on TikTok and it was gone. She can't even get it back on her phone right now.
I also want to say that the two Chinese apps that everybody had went over to, Red Note
And
and
lemonade.
Lemonade,
Mm-hmm.
they don't like it. They're letting the Americans know what time it is and how the world runs overseas, right?
Oh
That's
yes.
another thing that's been going on as well. They're
Mm-hmm.
telling Americans how dumb we're
We are.
supposedly are, how we look over in other countries, and the
Yes.
things that we're going through that's illegal, that's legal
Mm-hmm.
over here and illegal over there.
Yeah. One of my clients told me she's on Red Note, and she said they told her, "You mean to tell me y'all over there eat like you have medical, like you got free medical?" That's what she said. They said you eat like you got free medical over there.
Yeah. But
You
see,
keep
here's
your
the
stuff.
thing. What they don't know is that that's the way that we have been babied into to make us sick.
Yeah,
Glutton you,
yeah.
take too much, give you everything,
Eat all
and
that food at once.
slowly kill you and take it back.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If
Mm-hmm.
people's not paying attention to that and they don't see that,
Right.
they didn't want you to be that they don't want you happy. They know most TikTok and YouTube is the most watched thing over everything.
Of social
I'm talking
platforms.
about the people in the White House.
Mm-hmm.
are even addicted to. They have TikTok accounts.
Yes,
They're
they do.
watching you.
Yes.
They're going to sleep and falling asleep to it. So what's the difference?
Mm-hmm. Huh. We gonna keep them tuned in on the drama.
Right. Well, thanks y'all for tuning in. That's our Wednesday edition. Ah, support, support, support,
For us,
support us. Cashmere
Cashmere
Lux,
Lux.
Boss Up Beauty, and Lena Beans
Indeed.
Organic
Yes.
Plus.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
guys. Good night.